Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm shooting this video for the third time because the audio was bad. Hope the audio is good, inshallah. Let's talk about how fast, what's the speed limit on your recitation, huh? So when you read Quran and you want to revise Quran and you want to do a lot of revision, which is a good thing, the more revision you do, the better, but how fast you should read because you don't have much time. You memorize 5, 10, 15 juz in Quran and then you realize your teacher is telling you to revise more, but then you realize you have GCSEs, you have video games, and how can you just give up video games? Like, how can you live? I'm joking, guys, but you have less time and you want to achieve more, you want to revise more. So what you do, you start reading fast. Now you see, if you drive a car, I don't know, maybe your dad drives a car, yeah, or maybe you ever seen someone driving a car, right? You always see there is a sign on the road and tells you speed limit. You never see a road where there is no limitations on speed. Why is that? Huh? Is that because if you drive fast, they don't want you to get to your grandma house fast? No. I mean, go. Who's stopping you? Why would the police want you to get to grandma house late? Well, they have a speed limit there because when you go fast and you go super fast, you start losing control over your car. So if you're driving too fast, you can't control your car if something were to come in front of the car. Or if there is a, yeah, let's say one wheel gets, astaghfirullah, isolates from the car, how are you going to control the car because you're driving too fast? Exactly. When you read fast and you start reading too fast, you lose control over your tajweed. Yeah? It's like I'm speaking right now and I want to do a 5-minute video, but I'm trying not to speak too fast because if I speak too fast, I'm going to end up saying stuff that are wrong and then I have to go and edit the video. So what I'm doing, I'm not speaking too slow, otherwise you guys would skip the video. I'm not speaking too fast, but I'm in the middle. Okay? You don't want to read too fast. You don't want to revise too fast because you end up losing control over your tajweed. What do I mean? What do we mean by losing control over your tajweed? Well, I have students and sometimes I listen to them and they revise and they're reading, but they read is like, and they don't remember the last ayah. It's like they don't know where they are in the surah, and they don't know they missed a mud. Yeah, so they're losing control of everything, but they're just reading and they're trying to get to the end of the juz. That's really, really not a good way of revising Quran. If you're going to revise Quran, let me hide my bag behind my back. If you're going to revise, make sure you revise slow. The slower, the better. Now, of course, you're going to say you don't have time to revise slow. For example, وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ. See that? You're going to take an entire hour to finish one juz. If you don't have that, you're going to read fast, but you're going to promise me that you're going to look after your tajweed rules. So you can recite fast, but you can't skip your tajweed rules. I was revising Surah Al-Anfal just before I make this video. I'll give you an example. وَمَا لَهُمْ بسم الله وما لهم ألا يعذبهم الله وهم يصدون عن المسجد الحرام وما كانوا أولياءه إن أولياؤه إلا المتقون ولكن أكثرهم لا يعلمون. So, as if I'm reading and then I got hold of each word that I'm reciting. It's not like the words are like coming out of my mouth and I can't stop. So you have to be in control. You have to make sure you're reading and you are stretching each mad properly and the ghunnas and you're doing the qalqalas. Yeah. But you can recite as fast as I'm reciting. More like a recitation of A'imma when they do Taraweeh. You can't read Taraweeh and you say, I don't want to follow Tajweed rules. Yeah? And there is no such a thing as reciting Quran without Tajweed rules. Okay? So, Barakallahu feekum. It's a very important point to notice here. The slower the better. I'll tell you another thing. What can go wrong if you recite too fast? You end up losing confidence over your recitation. I know Huffaz, like if you tell them, they know the entire Quran, but if they were to lead prayer, they only recite Surah Al-Falaq and Surah Al-Nas. Why? Well, they can recite Surah Yasin, they can recite Surah Al-Anfal, but what? Yeah, exactly. They can only read it fast. And it's embarrassing to read like that in front of other people. You see that? So, going back to the intention, your intention of you reciting the Quran is why? You want to please Allah. So, Allah is hearing your recitation when you're on your own or when you're reciting in front of a group of people. See that? So it's not about whether there are people or not. I'm coming. So it's not about whether there are people or not. It's about It's about you reading in a manner that it's appropriate. And Quran, you want to give it its right, yeah, when you're reciting. So you don't want to lose confidence in front of others when you're reciting, because you got used to reading too fast all the time. So slower the better, inshallah ta'ala. And I'm going to see you in the next video. I have to go and pray Asr. Assalamu alaikum.